Hi everyone, Juju here, and welcome to Juju's Collectibles Corner. Today I'm going to do a little bit more comic book talking, considering that I've gotten back into really kind of heavily back into comic books. Um, and I'm probably going to stay in it for a while too, just to let you know. Comic books have always been my main passion for collecting. Ever since I bought my first one, X Factor number 52, it had a Rob Liefeld cover, and I loved it. So today I'm going to talk about something that I don't understand why people do this. The upside down bagging of your comic books. I've recently bought a collection of comic books um, back at the end of October, and several of the books in the long box that I bought, probably a good portion, maybe half or more, were bagged upside down. It doesn't make sense to me. I've never done that myself with my comic books for the 30 plus years I've been collecting them. And I'm just curious as to what everybody, you know, what do y'all think about that? For me, it's weird because somebody made a very good point on the Facebook group that I'm in, saying that, if something were to happen, like if you're if you happen to have your box, your long box, short box, or whatever, sitting on the floor, and something happens, and you get more than a couple inches of you get more than an inch of water, like God forbid, like a pipe burst in the house, and like started to flood the room, and you got more than an inch of water on the floor, your books are toast. Because if you have them bagged upside down, that water is going to seep into that opening. So and then your book is going to get ruined. If you have them bagged the correct way from the top, your box will get water damage, but your books inside that box should be safe because they're sealed at the bottom, so there's no water seeping in through there. If you have them bagged upside down, that's not good. You're going to get water damage for every single book in that box. So I don't understand the logic of the upside down bagging. I really don't. Um, I recently got my Comic Pro Line order, so I'm going through and I'm rebagging and boarding everything that I'm going to sell that I got from that collection and what I'm going to keep. Um, and as I'm going through, I'm finding books that are bagged upside down. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to do this. The whole point is to have it, the correct way where it's on the top so that when it's sitting in the box, the water, even if the water comes up to here, your book is protected. If you have it the other way, the water is going to get in here and go inside to the book. That's not how you bag your stuff, man. So this is a King Spawn 50, the Scotty Young cover, really cool. I'm hoping I get the other ones because there's a connection between King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and the Scorched 50s. So, but getting off on the top here. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense when you bag your comic books upside down. I don't get that. If you happen to do that, let me know what your logic is. Now, I know some people said something about, they like if sometimes they're going to double bag something, especially if it's like a high dollar book. I could see that, but you're double bagging it, so you're doing it both ways. You got the opening at the top and the opening at the bottom, and so your books are protected either way. But when you're just doing one bag and you're doing it upside down, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, like I said, I've never done that in my personal collection for the last 30 plus years. I actually bought a couple of books from a shop that had them bagged upside down as well. Unfortunately, I can't find them right now because I've got stuff all over the place. But it was like until I moved to Charlotte, I'd never noticed books bagged upside down. So yeah, that's my little comic book rant, insight, my opinion, things that I've seen, things I've noticed. If you do this, like I said, drop me a comment. Let me know, why do you do it, um, or do you think the same thing, that it's not the right way to do it? For me, like I said, it's just not the right way. That's just not the way I do it. But thank you again. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share out, hit that notification bell so when you know I got a new video coming. Working on some more as I go along here, getting settled in Charlotte, and a lot of comic book shops to check out. I think I've already checked out like 5 or 6, and there's still more. So fun place. And then there's a small show coming up in December, the beginning of December, that I'm going to go to and check that out. And then of course there's the big one in June. Can't wait for that one. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share out, hit that notification bell, comment, let me know what you're thinking. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening, noon, night, morning, whatever it is, whatever time it is you're watching this. And I will talk to you all later. Happy comic booking.